Oh, hi, thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome in, and it looks like my game is not showing properly because I changed games after that chaos last time to test. Hello Misa, how are you doing? Welcome. All right, there we go. So let's go ahead and do this. But again, I don't know if it's gonna start me where I was or if I'm gonna have to start over. But if it's gonna start me over, I guess that's fine. Oh, I need options. Okay, so let me continue. I definitely need to turn the volume down a little bit though. Oh, there's some accessibility stuff. Okay. Oh, that's way quieter than I thought it'd be after I did that. There we go. All right. She's late. Bet she's hungover. Joy, she was probably up late making plans. Drowning her sorrows or getting into trouble, and who'll have to clean it up? Us again. They both startled at my sudden arrival to the office and sent some papers flying. Good, I need them on their toes. You love me, Joy. You love me really, Joy. I keep things interesting and you love it. Uh-huh. Told you she'd come in fired up. What'd you get up to last night, fearless leader? Professionalism in bourgeois, the worst. Boring. Takes so much energy to wear a mask. In the interest of not incriminating anyone, I really can't tell you, but you should pass by the corporation building on the way home. Joy groans and even Shinto looks a little pained. How did I end up surrounded with such rule followers? Oh yeah, me and Q just watched that this weekend and caught up on it. You will gain and lose energies as you do missions, make choices, and play cards. Build them up to develop different aspects of Kuyili's. I had her name before and now I've got him off one stream. Kuyili's personality. Mind is detail-oriented, cerebral and detached. Heart is compassionate, open-minded, and hedonistic. Guts is assertive, egotistical, but always ready for a challenge. We just watched the most recent episode. All right. Enough of nonsense. Open a packet of biscuits? Open two, why not? We have a lot of work to do. How can this be happening? We won the case. So much for bringing life back to the river. Debunked. Look, this is a setback, but... A setback? If the river really was a person, she'd be dead. Joy. No, Shinto. She needs to hear it. Yes, I do. Say that again, Joy. If the river was a person, she'd be dead? Happy now? Wait, she has that look in her eye. Since the river is legally a person, let's put the people responsible on trial for her murder. Can we really do that? Come on, stop. Another court case? Why not? We have research, legal precedents, contracts. You see the vision, Shinto? It would send a warning shot through every corporate boardroom in the world. Exactly, boss. I'm not your boss. We're a non-hierarchical workplace based on mutual cooperation and affinity. Whatever you say, boss. Resilience eroded the coastline, changed the sea currents. Now the river's on fire. We need to stop their port expansion. Let's put the vice president of resilience on trial for murder. First, we need to establish that the river is, in fact, dead. Continue. I mean, it's obvious to anyone with eyes. The oil spill, we all saw it. Ugh. I guess my shoulder blade got pinched or something, and it's been bugging me a little bit, but Jackalope's fine. Where did the oil come from? We need to find out. The fire in the river was terrible, but the oil spill is a catastrophe in its own right. We should help the citywide cleanup efforts. Because it's an opportunity for us to win over allies? Joy, no, because it's the right thing to do. Exactly right. But if we happen to build a little momentum for our myrtle trial while primarily helping people, then all the better. Also, people are flocking to a woman called Katavai, who claims she speaks for the river god. It's like a courtroom game. So basically, this corporation is basically been destroying this river, and we just got the river declared a person. So now we're trying to get the person who did it, the VP, like arrested for murder, since the river's been like destroyed. And if the river's a person, then he committed murder. Oh, really? And what she's selling? Face cream? A line of supplements? I'm not saying she doesn't have her own agenda, but we shouldn't get so caught up in the court case that we forget our struggle against resilience is a spiritual one. New card battle. 8 weeks till trial, so I don't know how this works though. Oh, thank you. Beaches black with oil. Investigate the oil spill. Oil spill in commercial district. Let's do that, I guess. How do I do it? I don't. Oh, okay. Oh. Hang on, what should I do? Oh, okay. You're analytical. I need to send you somewhere with heart. Where do I send you? I only got those two. So unlikely or unclear, I guess. Be careful out there. There are fires lit in the sacred grove. My nostrils fill. Wheat smoke, fermented alcohol, scented flowers left out too long. Over there, a pile of coals going red, awaiting a show of abandoned devotion. Right. They wear tiger mask and are playing the chinda, a particularly local type of drum. The drummers drive the beat faster and faster until a silence opens up and Kotavai steps into the lights. Her face is ritually painted and her fingers flicker with flame. She begins to dance. Interesting. Okay. Set Kotavai's electricity on fire. I should try and match her guts energy. Except Kuliuli's on fire. When a village is cursed with sickness or drought, they hold a thayam, a folk ritual where the performer is possessed by their local god. The god speaks through them and communicates what must be done to placate the anger. Each village and community has their own gods and their own ancient stories, but Kotavai breaks tradition and tells a new story. I am the river goddess of Muziris. I don't really remember how to play is the problem. Port expands. A false god has been invited into Muzudis and it calls itself Resilience. People jeer. One of her followers brandishes a red painted sign with the letters RIG for Resilience Investment Group. This unnatural new port is a temple to this god of greed. She plays the story out with her body, drawing audience members into unexpected roles, miming excitement, fear, lust, desperation with her painted face. Eating up the earth, changing the very currents of the sea, dirtying the air and fouling the water. Disrespectful entity, brash and vulgar, throwing nature out of balance. Okay, it must still be like story based because I can't do anything yet. They tried to burn me out, but I am the heart of Muzidis. Even in death, those who worship me rise up against this false god. The crowd moans in fear, in ecstasy. Reclaim Muzudis, or we will all burn. All right. Turns. In card battles, conversations go back and forth for a limited number of turns. Play rhetoric or denials first. You can play multiple per turn or combine them. Play claims last. They end your turn. Make as many arguments as you can before your turns end, but if you can't, come back next week and try again. For 2 turns, gain 3 heart whenever a claim reduces your heart. Double guts effects of surrounding claims. I can't help but be carried away by the spectacle. Her sheer charisma, the crowd is eating out of her fire-drenched hands. Kotavai is so delighted in my inappropriate joy that she dances close and whirls me into her embrace. We have to find a way to look at horror and hold it joyously. Yes, perhaps you and I can truly. But I don't hear the end of the sentence because someone else catches her eye and she darts away to deliver some vital proclamation or perhaps a rebuke. I can connect this as a cause or consequence. Kotavai will react differently depending on where. River burns. It's a consequence. The river was murdered. She has a right to be angry. Yes, exactly. Those who stand by and do nothing like you. She spins and whirls pointed fingers of fire accusations at random members of the crowd, her laugh sharp and bright. Yes, you, and you. You will all face the dead god's anger. My presence. With a shout, Kotovai spins toward the lit coals, dancing across them like they're warm sand. The crowd roars in that moment. The river god is amongst us. We witness miracles. Capitalism eats the world. Oh shit. Nature has limits. Capitalism does not. The system is leading us toward planetary disaster, ecological collapse. Let's see. She might not appreciate the competition. Guts on fire. There we go. Kuyili is on fire. Kuyili's guts are on fire. When Kuyili maxes out on any of her emotional energies, she can play powerful rhetoric cards to quickly turn the tables. On fire states are sticky. Kuyili will stay at 40 in this stat until the weekend or until another energy goes on fire. No, I don't acknowledge the legitimacy of your court. Denies any claim removed if trust reaches 10. Build trust by doing missions and delivering certain arguments in card battles. Building trust matters. People are more willing to talk to, and words hold more weight in court. High trust unlocks powerful Reddit cards and overcomes some denials. Are we the ones sucking the city dry in the name of shareholder profits? Are we eroding the coastline, stealing the livelihoods of fishermen and farmers? No. Resilience is the true criminal. Who are you? Who are you? Where did you come from? Her makeup is dripping in the heat of the fire, and her breathing is heavy with exertion. She considers for a moment and then decides to indulge my curiosity. The government seized our family's land for a mining project. We went from freedom to wage slavery. My father and brothers all died of lung disease working the mines. Dangerous secret. I was recruited as a Naxalite as a teenager. I was trained in guerrilla tactics, carried out many successful operations. This is dangerous information to know. I want to win her trust. She could be a powerful ally, and perhaps secretly I admire her determination to lose it all and come back so strong. Hello, Alex, with the first.
Oh, hi. Thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
Yes, unfortunately, I did turn off the purple app vertical. It was eating up resources all of a sudden for some reason. And me and Q decided we're just going to turn it off for now. I heard it was honestly pretty bad. Damn, I got 8 trust already. In any case, I should consider my options for a while before I make such a significant choice. Prove it denies. A claim of 3 or less. I'm gonna try more. So I need to get rid of that, but how do I get some more trust from her? Our river needs protection. Now I've already maxed on that. It shouldn't say eugenics. I'm pretty sure I updated it. Why did it not update? I literally updated it in OBS. I literally update. Oh my gosh. There. Did it update? Apparently I just never clicked the button. Let's see. I don't want to do that. My guts are already so high though, but I don't want to lower my... I want to lower that already. Maybe I can do prove it. That's lowering all my shit. Maybe I can do that. I don't think I'm going to be able to get her trust up in time. Maybe it was a mistake to become a lawyer. Maybe the only thing to do is burn the world down. You've been trying to protect the river for some time. Perhaps you need to rethink your methods. You sound like someone I know. You should introduce us. Sounds like I'd like them. Fossil fuels destroy the future. That's fair. I don't know where she's putting it though. Oof. We control the earth dry of oil, feed it all into the corporation jaws, and it will lick its lips and demand more. Maybe here? I don't want to lower that anymore, but like, damn. Help me hold resilience accountable for the oil spill. Even if you find all the proof in the world, they have money and power on their side. The rich and powerful own reality itself. The truth doesn't matter. Ooh, strategic violence is necessary. My friends, I'm not bloodthirsty. I don't desire violence, but I refuse to meet my death in humiliation passively. Jeez, why can I say that? Oh, you're doing baseball? Neat. It is our enemies who determine the choice of weapons. Violence is the only language they understand. Well, the night ends too early. Damn, there were more arguments I wanted to make. So much more I wanted to say and know. Oh well. It takes patience to get to know people. I'll just come back another time and try again. The smoke from the burning river sits over the city like a miasma, adding a toxic thickness to the summer heat. It's Friday, but there's still so much to do. You could work the weekend? Says the person who just burned out and got back from medical leave. Joy is right. We have to pace ourselves. Besides, looks like you two got a lot done yesterday. Ow. Let me guess. People are bored, angry, and haven't been paid? Resilience has all but abandoned the migrant worker camp in the shipyard. I help distribute food parcels. Resilience has diverted construction workers to the oil spill cleanup, all wearing their shiny new uniforms. Looks like they're already running their PR campaign. We'll have to be smarter than them. Let's see. I think you have to go here. I think you have to go here. Massive community cleanup. Oh no, I'm gonna get him. Nice. Eat a biscuit before you go. The cleanup operation at the port is well equipped. The workers wear respirators, rubber boots, and gloves, all prominently emblazoned with the Resilience logo. It's easy enough to borrow a uniform, follow some workers onto the port construction site. After all, there are plenty of unfamiliar faces stirring around during a crisis. As we work together under the afternoon sun, a few workers good-naturedly complain about the last time they had to do this kind of work. And the time before that, oil spills have been occurring with some frequency of late. Good to know. Disruptions in the status quo can be turned into opportunities for lasting change. It will take at least a week, if not more, for the construction work to resume. We shouldn't let this chance slip away. This week went quickly. Any updates before we break? We found high levels of pesticide pollution in the sample. Dredging should happen every month to prevent silt buildup. No one has seen a dredger in at least 4 months. It's just hearsay though. Thank God it's the weekend. Chance to be cursed. No, Q's out with a friend of theirs. Go into nature. You go out into nature. I love the little drawings of them. Hers is really cute. You go to a live show. I don't need no more freaking. Oh my gosh, is that the only one she. Okay, I'm about to say. Happy weekend. Doesn't surprise me that the children running wild on the streets of Muziris are a little god-touched. The city is their mother. We decided to put on a play about. One of them styles his fake beard in the style of Rishba and prances around with a towel thrown over his shoulders like an expensive scarf. Hilarious. I hope we don't get sued. Resting on the weekend will reset energies to each character's base level. Now the team is rested, let's see how much the weekend activities make them level up their baseline. A new week begins. It's time we thought through what arguments we're going to present at the murder trial. Enough flailing about at random. But I love flailing about at random. We do need to focus, but let's also leave room for the unexpected. I agree. Sometimes the best leads come up when you least expect them. Okay, let's focus on what arguments we're going to make and how we can strengthen them. We should first argue that the river is dead. Yeah, I started a little early. I got home from work and was just... Since it's just me, I didn't really have to worry about doing food right away since Q's not here. And so I decided I'd just start early. Then I'll just eat after stream. I just noticed the flags in the background. I love that. I'm probably going to try to get through like a chunk of this. I'm probably going to stream for like I'll try to stream for longer than 2 hours, but it depends. Either 2 hours or if I get close to beating the demo of this. So you can find a lot of potential evidence for this. We just need to make sure it's strong. The river's dead. Okay, we got to find more evidence that the river's dead. We just need to make it a motive argument. The oil spill has caused immense community suffering. We still need an argument about who to hold responsible. Start by establishing the crime. We can get to that later. So, how strong are our current arguments? Case review. Review the arguments you're planning to make in court. Assess whether you have enough claims and connections and whether those claims have enough credibility. Do you see our glaring weak link? The opposition can easily deny any heresy or speculation. We should make sure we strengthen it to make our argument more convincing. There's some interesting new case law on ecocide, which is just a fancy name for murder. At the moment, many of our claims are speculation at best. Kiuli will just have to use rhetoric to make those claims more convincing. Or call witnesses, or actually find more evidence to strengthen these claims. You can also tie weaker claims to undeniable ones to strengthen their credibility. Oh yes, like the river burns. Let's make sure to use it strategically. 15 suffering flowing from oil spill. I think we're bad at our jobs, folks. No, we just need to build up our momentum. This is a more emotive argument, but it helps us establish that resilience has caused enormous harms to the people of Muzidi. It's a way of destroying resilience, social license to operate Muzidi. Use the trial as an excuse to make people hate resilience and their activities. It's sneaky. I like it. Exactly. We have to remember that what we're doing here is part legal trial, part PR spectacle, and part protest. Okay, let's get to the specifics. Does someone want to volunteer to trawl social media for potential leads? I don't know yet. Probably something with some shrimp. We got some shrimp I need to use. Check social media. I'm really feeling the enthusiasm in the room. You should also investigate the port itself. Also, there's a fisherman you should really talk to. A real character, knows all the good gossip. So you think about how you're going to approach him. Trauma dump. Steal heart from an opponent equal to trust. Immediate draw any unplayable rhetoric card from your deck and play it. The audacity. Immediate replay one of the opponent's claims on the board. Gain 2 trust. I need that. People love it when you agree with them. Great. I think you're ready to take on Shabir now. Judge. Strangers. Acquainted. Co-conspirators. Confidants. Chintu Joseph. Kuyuli Haradas. Look at those shoes. It is not unlike her city of Muzidi's, teeming with life, a place where the sacred and profane have not been bureaucratized out of existence, somewhere that still remembers that it is wild. If those responsible do not face human justice, they will face her down. From a long line of Fisher's people, Shinto has a deep ties to the community, is people-oriented and open-hearted. Though he may come across as naive, he is no stranger to life's harsher realities. Tough, opinionated, and detail-oriented. Not really a people person, trained as a lawyer, but works as a legal clerk to support her volunteer activism. Judges are supposed to be wise, impartial, dedicated, but that's not always the reality. I think I could probably do that. Probably do the cleanup on the beach though. Investigate the oil spill. I mean, she seems like the more likely one to do social media. But he can't really, I guess, do that. Remember to wear your respirators. The smoke's toxic. I have extras to hand out to anyone I meet. Oh, good idea. Good luck, Kuyuli. The universe smiles on that one. It's us mere mortals you should worry about. Fine, fine. Good luck to you and only you, Joy. Thank you. Kani Kamala is a string of lush and leafy small islands floating in the backwaters. The easiest way to get around is with a small canoe that's moored in front of the office, even on oil-slicked water. The tourists watch in horror. Suitcase-laden holiday makers crowd the ferries escaping the cleanup operation, or huddle under the canopies of beach shacks watching in horror. The sand of the beaches run black with oil. You can mistake it for blood. Dead fish and oil-soaked birds flop helplessly along the shoreline. Acrid smoke billows across the sky. Washerwoman? Yeah. Oh, shoot. Okay, that went down, huh? Baby Mole. The head of the local washerwoman's union is, as usual, front and center of the cleanup operations, handing out buckets and absorbent cloths as well as relationship advice. I managed to avoid a devastating critique of my last failed relationship by constantly running from one local cleanup location to the next. My body may be tired, but at least my psyche is intact. It gets harder to work after the sunset since some exhausted looking government workers from the local counselor's office come by with coconut water and biscuits. Thanks for coming out, Misa. Placeholder art. I know this is a demo, but still. Thank you for all your help today. It's time to go home and rest. Good advice. I'm exhausted. This spill will devastate this ecosystem, this community for decades to come, but every drop of oil we recover matters, every animal saved. Think of that tonight. What you've done today truly matters. We need to find out more about how the oil spill happened. The captain of the oil tanker would be a useful witness. I have an idea how to track him down. Let me guess. An excuse to go day drinking? No. Comment. I found an official who was recently fired from the harbor engineering department. Be a good idea to try to talk to someone who still works there as well. Oh, let's definitely look into that. And maybe talk to the dredging company as well. We should also think about how we can use the press for our campaign. God, do we have to? There's always more oil spill cleanup to do. The community remember who showed up in its time of need. We should also balance revisiting our main contacts and exploring and investigating. Yes, we need to build those relationships, but the more we discover, the more they'll have to tell us. Each card battle can be played once a week. Be strategic about when you choose to battle. Running out of cards to play in battles, go on story missions to unlock new cards. Want to make sure certain cards are in your opening hand, open your card collection and pick up the 6 favorites. Someone posted a picture of an oil tanker on the river hours before it caught on fire. Good work. Achieve it. Archive it to your desktop in the cloud in case they delete it, and get in touch with the poster. Done and done. I do know what I'm doing, you know. Good work. Right. Yes. Thank you. No. One of the security guards decided I looked suspicious and threw me out. Oh well. I think I want to do one more mission before I do that card fight. I will do this story mission though. Have a great day, everyone. The Port of Authority offices are perched on an artificial island built up from the mud dredged to create the harbor it overlooks. The disgruntled Port Authority engineer meets me at a little tea stall to the west of the jetty. cormorants dive under the water and emerge with silvery fish in their hooked beaks. Oh, is that like what Cramorant's named after? It looks like my Auntie Rosie. A formidable woman used to terrify me as a child. Hopefully the resemblance is only skin deep. Resilience has utterly mismanaged the port expansion from the top to bottom. Oh gosh, sorry guys. In Rishabrai, that empty suit, don't get me started on him. I don't think he's actually read any of my department's reports. I'm not even sure he can read. It's hard to anticipate what levers will move in their minds, but God, they're good allies when they already agree with you. So they push for more? Or is it too early? She's righteously angry with Resilience and with Rishaba. Screw it. Any interesting documents you could slip me? She pulls back from me and I realize I've overstepped. She's happy to rant but not ready to leak. Card unlocked. Insist. Immediate. Spend 3 trust. Add 1 star to any denied claim on the board. I like my job here. I have a family to support. I reassure her that everything she said just far just between us, but she's wary of me. Damn, I'll have to build trust with her before she's willing to give me anything. Ah. The oil spill cleanup will be ongoing for weeks. We should help, but we can't lose focus on the case. Speaking of which, we should check the Port Authority archives for the oil tanker permit. Who approved this disaster? Wouldn't be a bad idea to start generating public support for a murder trial. Oh god, don't suggest a social media campaign. Does it build lasting movements? Real community? Maybe not, but it's cheap and effective. In case you're thinking of revisiting our main contacts, I dug up some of the old strategies I picked up in law school. Boost credibility. These rhetoric cards boost the credibility of claims. Use them to strengthen cards and make arguments in card battles. Opportunity from crisis. Okay. Appeal to reason. Thanks, Joy. Yes. They blame Rishab's lack of knowledge about dredging operations for the problem in the port. And they're also upset about how irregularly the port has been dredged. They have a vested interest in dodging responsibility for the oil spill, but still, good to know. Alligator. He raised concerns about the safety of the harbor and was fired soon after. It's Wednesday. He doesn't have the funds for it. Oh geez, that's expensive. She doesn't really have the heart for it either. Trust. I could use trust. Could risk that. Remember to reapply your sunscreen, people. Uh-oh. Did I miscount that? Shit, okay. I miscounted that shit. I should search for Port Authority archive, talk to the tanker permit. What can I weasel my way in? The engineer does not like me, so... The Port Authority office is a perched on an artificial island built up from the mud dredge to create the harbor it overlooks. Since the catastrophe 5 years ago, the Port Authority archives important documents monthly. Its decrepit-looking building is apparently state-of-the-art floodproof. There's a door and there's a guard. An old story, really. An old story. Really, the door and the guard are the same thing. I only need to open one. Luckily, I know the guard. Danush used to own a shop. He's an overlooked younger brother. He looks unwell these days. How did those stats play out again? I don't remember how the stats play out. It's okay. I mean, I don't need to, I'm not in a very analytical right now. I'm very like emotions based in like gusto. So maybe his brother's a local communist organizer, well known, well liked, with a beckoning future in the party. Danush is hungry for recognition. Kuyuli, I won't even ask why you're here. My life was too peaceful and easy. You're here to cause me trouble. And you love me for it. That's the thing about my sort of troublemaking. It's infectious, but that doesn't mean it comes without consequences. Sometimes I wonder if I should be a little bit more cautious, especially with those who have more to lose. Caution's as bad as recklessness. Like his job. What if he loses it, turns to drink, beats his wife, or he could find a new vocation, a life that would have been out of reach if he crashed at it standing in this spot, wearing a khaki uniform. You never know. Oh, nice. He lets me into the archive with a jingle of keys and a good-natured grumble. The archive is tall and dusty. Desk papers. Probably waiting filing. The tanker captain's accusation. Left. Shelf to the left with ominous intensity, or maybe I'm just a little. No. Thankfully, they're labeled in neat handwriting. I run my fingers along the labels until I find a binder, the date range of the oil spill. A delicious whisper of card and paper. There's a cut surgically made. Oh, missing permit. The tanker permit was sliced out of this binder. It smells like a cover-up to me. There's one shelf just out of my reach. Just the top shelves first, then lower ones. Just the top shelf first, then the lower ones. What? Time to go. The news straightens up when I emerge. I thank him. He nods and he tips me a wink. It's a miracle no one spotted or challenged me. Best to get out of here before my luck runs out. But just as I'm about to leave. Turn back with a flash of insight. Shit. There's a mole on your neck. You should have it looked at. Oh, that? Been there for a few weeks, but if you think I should, I do, and soon. Okay, I will. You're turning into such an auntie, you know? Damn, I lost that from that. Jeez. Remember, we have to pace ourselves. If any of us need some downtime, we should take it. We're making good progress, I think. Let's keep looking into Rishab. Unearth the skeletons that are definitely in his closet. There's also lots going on at the port. I think it's time for another chat with my fisherman friends. Yes. Some friends recommended I visit a short seller called Sister Divine in the commercial district. She's willing to lend us her old tech. Oh, it gets locked at 0. Fuck. I didn't even realize. It's a short seller. Some kind of really impressive tech finance investigation thing. Her whole setup was painfully cool. Honestly, it was a little unnerving. Unnerving glance, immediate. Steal 5 guts from the opponent. Yes! I set up 6 different accounts. Now all we need is a content plan. It's Thursday. You can't do that. You can talk to the fisherman. I mean, this is kind of your thing. I want you to talk to the... we need that... Actually, that's another conversation thing. Maybe I should do... more cards. I think I need more interview, like more people. I think I'm gonna go after Kotavi again. What? How am I doing that math wrong? Thought she had 6. Fuck. Okay. I have to rest after this. Silence opens up and Kotavi steps into the light. Her face is ritually painted and her flicker begins to dance. All right. Need that trust. Did I get that card? Jeez, guts on fire, easy. Can't help but be carried away by the spectacle. Jeez. Okay. +1 credibility to all. One second, guys. I just realized I didn't even do this.
Oh, hi. Thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
All right. Let's see. I need that trust card, but actually, yeah. +1 to spiritual claims. With a shout, Kotavi spins towards the lit coals, dancing across them like they're warm sand. Okay. This is a spiritual warfare. These are not secular times, my friends. No matter what lies they tell you in the textbooks and newspapers, resilience is a false god and capitalism is its religion. I need that frickin' hand. I'm not even sure I really believe in the law at all, but I still practice it because I'm a coward. There we go. Immediate reply. One of the opponent's active cards on the board gain 2. Oh. I couldn't agree more. feel the reason. Surely you can see the logic in what I'm saying. Let's mourn the river together. Mourn. No, I'm not interested in unproductive grief. I honor the Piriar through my actions. Let's have a funeral for the dead god marching from the municipal building to the Resilience Tower. Instead of mourning the river, let's accuse her murderers together. Okay. Got that 15. Help me win the trial. Will you support the trial? I could use your help. If you call me as a witness, I'll say I set the fire that burned the river. Why would you do that? You'll do what? I know the corporation's dirty tricks. They're not interested in the truth. I'll offer them a scapegoat. There's so much more to do. It's foolish to make yourself a martyr when you could have more power staying free. Oh, Kuyuli, you're so well-meaning. I wish I had met you when you were younger or poorer or more desperate. I could have made something of you. Not the poorer or more desperate part. If I had met you when you were younger. Past is already written. No use returning to it. The future's what's wide open, full of possible worlds, possible people we could be. Things like your court case, they're distractions. They suck up people's energy. Kotavi makes a gesture and the Chinda player starts a hungry beat. Even if you win, all it will do is give people who should be hungry for a fight a false sense of satisfaction. That capitalism. Whatever I have to do to make sure you lose your case, I will. It's nothing personal. I hope you understand. What the frick? Where is it? It's temporarily boosted. I don't know what to do with you now. Oof, I'm losing some. Let's see. Crime, spiritual, river, legal, oil spill. There's like 2 that are oil spill right there. Immediate spend 3 trusts to add to any denied claim on the board. Oh, heart's on fire now. Comrades, the rich and powerful already have us beaten, broken, enslaved. Some of us are enslaved by music exhaustion, others with material goods and distracting technologies. Are we waiting for them to stop, for someone to save us? There's no one coming. There is no end to this sickness and madness. Only we can end it. Alright, slip away when Kotavi's attention is turned away from me, my thoughts sparking. How are y'all feeling now? It's the end of the week. Please, open another packet of biscuits, will you? Done. You know who else we need to get on board with the trial? You don't mean... No. Yes, your best friend, Omanakutan. This NGO will have a lot of valuable information. We could really use their help. You'll have to deal with them carefully. Just trying to make them hate us more than he already does. Yes. One of my uncles said the dredging delayed the opening of the new port. There's definitely something fishy going on. Was that a joke? Please stop. Got a tip from an investigative journalist. She hinted it might be useful to look into the dredging of the port. I love how specific and detailed investigative journalists are these days. Still, worth looking into, I guess. Oh, Alex lurking, thank you for the lurks. I can't do any of these. You guys shouldn't be doing any of this stuff. He can't. Probably send you here though. Text me if you need anything. Parashudi is a local NGO which has campaigned against the port expansion since it was announced. They have meticulous archives of a web of connections that would be invaluable to us. Unfortunately, it's run by their executive director, the vulture like Omanakutan. He has a grudge against us. He ferociously opposed the river rights case. Well, more specifically, he opposed us taking it on and turning it into, I quote, media carnival fit only for fools and egotists. He's the sort to take the fact that we won as a personal affront. I found Omanakutan at a tea stall on the beach, smoking a beanie, with a look of irritation on his vulture face, and that's even before he sees me. I don't bother with small talk and launch directly into our plan. Saw the river burn with my own eyes. Very special. So did half of Muzides. So much for giving the Piara the legal right of personhood. Really effective strategy. We can use that. The river is now a person, right? So we could say that the river isn't dead. It was murdered. Its guts on fire immediately just from the starts of this. We know who the murderer is, don't you? Resilience in their port expansion. The river's just the start. They're killing our city. I want to put Ribash Rai on trial for murder. Seriously? Another symbolic court case? Not if we win, and even if we don't, a murder trial like this would generate enormous publicity. We could use it as a vehicle to expose Resilience, prove the harms caused by the port expansion, turn public opinion against them. If our cards right, we could shut down the port expansion permanently. Boredom immunity. When this player's is changed, the effect is halved, but always counts as positive. A boredom immunity. Mystery oil tanker leads to trial for murder. Boredom is merely evidence of an incurious mind. I am morally opposed to the very idea of boredom. Sometimes the claim you want to play doesn't connect to anything on the board yet. Find the right connecting cards. You can right-click on any claim to explore its known connections. Causes, history, oil spill, consequences, biodiversity loss, the rivers. So we need to connect the mystery. Do I even have mystery oil tanker? I don't have mystery oil tanker. I need to go get more info on that oil tanker. Shit. Okay. Mystery oil tanker lead trial for murder. It's a very small. The public anger about the oil spill presents the perfect opportunity to go after resilience and their port expansion. If you can prove their complicity, or are you just assuming everything terrible that happens in Muzidi is because of them? Do I have any other oil spill cards in my hand? I somehow don't. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's stop being sensible just this once and get really carried away. God damn it, I didn't mean to do that. Keep clicking the wrong one every single time. Feel a burst of joy into a short, discreet little dance around Uncle Nakum's desk. My God, madam, this is a place of professionalism. Environment, have some decency, have some decorum. Crisis. Amon Nakutan ran out of hearts and entered crisis, prepared to meet their worst self. Their hearts will remain stuck at 0 until the next meeting. Okay. The black mood descends upon Nakutan with suddenness of a storm. Why are you standing there with that expectant look? Haven't I done enough for you? What more do you want from me? Bullshit. Oh shit. What meals did you have? You're more interested in what's exciting, but real changes in the details. What the frick? Okay, I need to get... How do I get that up? I don't have it. Surely you can see the logic of what I'm saying. Okay. Don't want to do that. Can I get that up? I mean, maybe I can. Oh, does it really? What gave it away? The fact that it was on fire just recently? Oh, you noticed? You've been buried in the archives and in paperwork so long I wasn't sure if you noticed. Oman Nakutan's mustache bristles threateningly. Oof. Immediate opponent loses 1 for each point of trust. There's so many teeth. I need to get mine's on fire. Max out Amonkutan's mind's energy. They are now on fire. Amon Nakutan unlocks a new deck of claims and rhetoric. You get 1 extra turn to discover a new side to them. What was that you said about me taking on the river rice Kates? Do you remember? I said it was a doomed attempt at upending the Indian regulatory frameworks driven by narcissism rather than good sense or judgment. I framed that quote. You really should not be allowed to speak to journalists, but just so you know, I framed that article and put it on my bathroom wall. Smugness doesn't suit you. Let an old man have his curmudgeonly thoughts. Still, you presented a half-decent case. Even I can admit that. Amonkutan galvanizes into action, talking very fast and lightning beats in quick succession. Details. Your case is missing details. I don't have the tanker. I hope you know how complex it will be to legislate and enforce your right to flow. You have to think of river connectivity and exchange pathways, the vastly complex and interconnected processes and ecosystems at play. Looking forward to it, are you? Immensely. God damn it. Got a lot of those. Well, that's debunked. I wish I had my freaking I don't really have anything at this point. So have turns remaining, you're sure you want to end a conversation. Sweep one quickly. Any updates before we break? Yes. I met the families of some fishermen who died recently in the estuary. They blame Rish Bob's company. Fishermen are dying. Weekend. Thank God it's the weekend. I think I need to level up your... Thought I destroyed you. When are you gonna learn this lesson, old man? I don't know what to give you. Okay. You write letters to activists. And you're already super analytical. So how about we have you go to the show. And then I will feel like I've only got one option. Okay. Don't let me catch you working. We spend as much time painstakingly oiling and restoring the snake boat as we do in the water. It's a beautiful piece of craftsmanship stored in the workshop of local artisans. Paint fish eyes on the prow. The curve of a kite wing for speed. Mouth full of teeth. One of the boys says a prayer to the river god, asking for good winds and safe passage. The mouth curves in a smile. Oh, does it go down because oh no, okay. I didn't know that. Okay, that's unfortunate. Convince the court that Rishba is responsible for the burning river. Those spills is what we need to focus on, but we should also be thinking about opposition's counter arguments. Yes, they definitely try to shift the blame. We should be prepared. All right. We're getting close. Might actually land this argument if we can shore it up with the right rhetoric. We're doing well in this argument as long as we have some good rhetoric cards to bolster it. Do you see our glaring weak link? The opposition can easily deny any hearsay or speculation. We gotta fix that. Get that port. We should make sure strengthen it. You gotta talk to the people on the port. So let's just about more to make sure our delivery of this argument is a good foundation for our case. We need to make more broad-ranging arguments to really make a difference. It's true. The last thing we want is Redditors getting away with just paying some fines. We want them to nail them for murder. City seethes. The heat and smoke are so thick the air shimmers, but inside the horror is possibility. Surprised it lets you go this long. The protest encampment at the port is growing day by day. The students could use some supplies and support. We should also collect samples from the river and interview members of the community. But I don't want to talk to people today. When did you ever? I don't like how little we know about Kotavai and her background. She's gaining followers. We should take her seriously. I agree. She really has you two running scared, huh? You ever feel like you don't have anything useful to say? You could try taking a deep breath. Nothing useful in your current hand. This rhetoric card allows you to reach off your hand and continue your turn. It always refreshes my mind and opens up possibilities. It's a helpful reminder. Shintu, I'll be sure to use it in the future. I might need to talk to this guy. What's up with this one? Why can't I click it? We need more oil spill info. Problem is that strategic violence is necessary is over here. Well, let's talk to this Fisher. Maybe I can get the bunker info, the mystery bunker info. Text me if you need anything. If I can engage Shabir on an emotional level, he's likely to be an excellent source of juicy gossip. Which means potential leads, of course. I'm professionally nosy. You're Shabir, right? I'm Kuyili, Shintu's friend. Friend, eh? Thought you were his boss. Technically, we're a non-hierarchical... Oh, yes, fine. I'm his boss. Okay. When you max out any of your opponent's emotional, set them on fire. You'll get extra turns, unlock new arguments and conversations. Fire sets are sticky. They'll stay at 40 until the next meeting or until another one goes on fire. Yep, okay. For burns... Oil spill already on the board. Okay. Getting his heart up is not going to be good with this. I mean, I need to get oil spill on the board is the thing. So maybe I can actually max out his like I want to prove that resilience is responsible for the oil spill. I want to bring them to justice. Maybe I can max out his like observation, his resolve or whatever. Is justice even possible so soon after the crime for the people who've been harmed? I can't imagine revenge, even restitution, but justice. I think that happens before or long after. Fish kills. Okay. There's a fish kill every few months these days. Fish dying in droves. You might think it's odd. Doesn't that make the fisherman's job easier? Just scoop them up. But trust me, you don't want to eat these fish. That's not his. I need... I mean, I guess I could go River is Dead. You've been fishing this river for a long time, no? Since I was a child going out with my father. Decades, an eternity. So then you felt it. The river is dead. He shudders like my words hurt him somehow. Bad luck to talk about dead gods. River runs black. God damn it. It's okay. Fisherman tells me the river has been flowing more black more and more lately. I wonder if I can find the cause of that. Let's go change the set. Guts. Okay. Getting guts on fire is going to be tricky right now. I do need to take a deep breath though. Doubles guts of surrounding I mean, just doubles the guts. I don't need to like... I just need to max out one. Maybe I can do guts then. I'll do this 2 at a time. I wish I could get like another guts card. Oh my gosh, these are all horrible. Okay. You lost that fire, Shabir. Trust. You had it once. Trust me. I'll help you get it back. I need to just... I think I need to get his... If I want to go for guts, I need to get rid of anything that's lowering it, which is like nothing on the board. which is killing me right now. No rejection. Add 1 trust. The effects of their last claim are triggered again at half strength. What did he use? Okay. I don't want to steal that. It keeps him from being able to debunk it. I mean, he played The River Burns, right? Guts on fire. Oh shit, his are too. Perfect. I couldn't agree more. Oh damn, look at that face. He's angry. I'm so tired of feeling helpless, feeling small. I want to do something, fight back. Tell me what you saw. Sure, your beard gives me a sudden grin. You're not just here for casual chat, are you? Since you told me you were investigating the fire on the river. Saw something very interesting the night before. Saw it with my own 2 eyes. There it is. Mystery oil tanker. I need to verify that tanker. Let's go drink it together. Spear and I feel suddenly utterly aligned. He fiddles with his mustache, leans a bit closer and asks, "Hey, can we get really drunk together?" We can get to know each other, I guess. That's the spirit. Get it? I have to save that one up to tell my daughters later. Looking at Shabir's hopeful little face and the part of me that wants to be utterly irresponsible wars with the adult side that I should listen to more. Come on, Kuyili, don't be boring. Boring? Me? I've agreed to go before I know it, and Shabir laughs uproariously. Ah, I knew you'd say yes. We are similar souls underneath the outer decoration. We stop at Shabir's house and pick up some liquor, which we carefully wrap in newspaper. I carry a bottle in a cloth bag. He manages to twist it in his lungi somehow. Forget the toddy shop or the Arak place. I know somewhere. We take a turn west from the nearest road into a corpse of trees, just thickly vegetated enough that we're hidden away, and Shabir hands me a thick glass tumbler with clear liquor in it. What should we toast to? No. God, I'm trying to remember connections. Yes, the ancient bloody place. Sometimes I feel like it shouldn't even exist. 3 toasts in, everything starts to go a little hazy. We don't stop there. Cheers. That's a good card. Oh no. Yes, because it's a fishing boat. A group of irate fishermen help untangle me from the fishing nets and pull me out of their boat, which they need because it's morning when people go to, oh god, work. Kabir is nowhere to be seen. The rascal. I make a few half-hearted apologies to the fishermen and drag my throbbing, decrepit carcass home. Hopefully there's just enough time for a quick shower before the team meeting in the morning. Kabir waves me goodbye cheerfully, but then lapses into thought. There are depths to him I've only begun to wade into. Baby Mole left a message with me last night. The leader of the Washerwoman's Union? What does she want with us? She wouldn't say. She wanted Kuyuli to come see her in person as soon as possible. Could be a chance to build trust with her. Or it's a trap. And the washerwoman invited me to one of their union meetings. You? Why? I don't know. I think Baby Mole like me on a human level. Heard lots of school children have fallen sick. What does that have to do with this? Maybe nothing, but won't know until we look into it. We should do something actually useful and talk to the citizen journalist who wrote a blog about media bias. That does sound useful. Yeah, more useful than wading through adolescent vomit, at least. No! Got a blinding headache last night and didn't do the interview. Sorry, boss. Not your boss. Sorry, Kuyili. You managed to make her sound like so much like boss. The oil seeped from the harbor through the backwaters into the river, and somewhere along the way it caught fire. Or maybe someone set the oil on fire. Who would do such a thing? Someone who wanted to cover up an oil spill? It would only work if it was a small spill, somewhere remote. Maybe they panicked or didn't realize the scale of what had happened. Burning the oil? Polluting the atmosphere, causing even more damage to the ecosystem and people's bodies after what they already did? Kintu, we don't know what happened yet. No, I can't believe it's even a possibility. We can't live in a world that's so cruel and selfish and... Oh no! He needs rest before he can do any guts missions. Someone burned the river to cover up a mistake. Then they're evil. I don't believe in evil. Voice goes suddenly small and his eyes unfocused. This work takes a toll, looking at the horror of the world directly and the impunity of the powerful. People are evil. I don't know what to tell you. It's not really helping, Joy. Buddy, he already got a freaking guts demote last time. Send you there. Maybe send you... You got a lot of guts and stuff right now. You don't have a lot of... I don't want to send you there. You're going to get broken if I send you there. So yeah, here. And then I need to do... Do I go back to Kotavi? No. Onakonan? Oh shit, it updated. I'm in a crisis. Maybe, I guess. Alright. Text me if you need anything. Alright, so... The world is never singular, but even my tendency to double vision is tripped by the tripled self of the baby moles, co-leaders of the Washwomen's Union. Baby mole prime, baby mole secundus, baby mole tertius. There's a scrawny creature with bright sunken eyes that keep track of everything. Looks nervy and shy, almost hiding behind baby mole prime's wheelchair. However, she's brilliant with a budget and has kept the Washwomen's Union finances in good order for several years. Secondus, middle-aged, with a sweet face scarred by a brutal attack by her mother-in-law just after she was married. It is long healed now, and she wears it with a calm and steadiness. Formidable community leader who has gone up against male-dominated union bosses and fought for the rights of some of the most marginalized women in the world. They are past, present, future. I don't mean to create a hierarchy, they're more of a succession, all at once. Child, adult, elder, a reminder of our slipping multiplied selves. We've met before, of course, but I've never been invited in. There's a particular kind of quiet in the mossy building where the Washwomen's Union meets. The wind feels like it's pushing me towards a door, and a Brahmini kite swirls overhead, a watchful guardian. Oh, that placeholder art. You're here. You asked me to come? She sent one of the local kids to my door to ask for help. I'm not an idiot. Whatever she wants will be more of a test than a request. We need a lawyer and nobody else would come for free this time of night. You're welcome. Baby Mo gives me a dry look, but doesn't otherwise take the bait, a skill I've yet to learn. He walked through a beaded curtain. Baby Mo, Tetrius, and Secondus are sitting on either side of a woman with her face battered, her hand pulling the palu of her sari tight around her body. Oh no. Her fingernails are turned, her eyes assesses me. She expects nothing. All of that has long been hollowed out of her. She's not in shock. Her eyes are clear. That quiet, I recognize it now. Anger, propulsive as a deep sea current. Hello. At that, the story flows out of her. We own some land along the coast. Nothing grand, passed down from my great-grandfather. The port expansion eroded away the coastline, the land itself falling away into the hungry maw of the development in progress. A corporation changed the currents themselves. It's a story I've heard many times since Brazilians constructed the seawall, dredged the bay, and changed the currents, but I haven't lost any of the horrors of it. Okay, still hearsay. But despite this, they managed to the oil spill. The local government banned small boat fishing till the cleanup is done. Without a job, Ajita's husband started drinking. With 3 children to feed, Ajita turned to sex work. Oh, geez. There was no other work, and then school fees had to be paid. I had no choice. Ajita flinches, and Baby Mo Prime fixes the youngest member of the trio with a glare that would dissolve bone. Perhaps when you've seen more of the world, you'll be less quick to pass judgment. I would rather die. What a waste. Ajita is a braver woman than you in that case. The atmosphere in the room thickens and curdles. I feel for her. A series of unexpected disasters compounded by a husband drinking away whatever savings or money they could scratch together. Her wrists are bare of gold, probably sold away. Bangle by bangle, 3 children needing love and time and attention and food and money. Ajita kept her work a secret for some months, but her husband found out this evening and beat her. I glance at Baby Mo Prime. But it's Baby Mo Secondus who says, very matter-of-factly, he's the licked arse of the son of a dog. Ajita laughs, but then hisses, ribs bruised or broken. But cleanup operation will compensate her as much of a victim of the oil spill as the dead fish and toxified sand, wherein the impact assessments and budget calculations in spreadsheet columns that justify the port expansion is this woman's pain. It's invisible, and I lost a space between angry. I'm already guts max. I shouldn't have did that. I want to tear the world down with my teeth and rebuild it into a place which sees her values, nourishes her. Righteous indignation. Whisper. Baby Mo glances at me and hears what I haven't said, and her eyes say her pain is not invisible here in this room between us, and for the moment it's enough. So, lawyer, what do you think? Complaint's not gonna do shit. I mean, out of these options, I don't know. I mean, the complaint's not gonna do shit. I think the divorce lawyer is a little insensitive. Because then what? Where's she gonna go? He ain't got no money. You tell me what you need. I asked you, but still better to listen if you have nothing to contribute. There's more to this, but we need to know, can we trust you? How much trouble will I get into? What we tell you, you cannot leave this room. As a lawyer, you could get in serious trouble for even knowing our plans. Yeah, you trust me. The baby moles share a look and turn to Ajita. After a long moment, she nods and the decision is made. I'm asking you again. Will you swear to keep what you hear in this room a secret? I swear. Can't help but regret my promise when Ajita stands up and grabs my hands and tells me plainly. I killed him. My husband is dead. Did you think he would kill you? Ajita's eyelids flicker like a bird's wings. He said he'd bring his friends too before he strangled me and threw me in the river. Something just came over me. The river god rejecting an offering and choosing another using Ajita's hands. Did God bring me here to this room with this woman? Am I supposed to help her? Or am I inventing residents where none exist to rationalize my foolishness? The police know yet? No. We have people watching the house. The neighbors are used to loud domestic disturbances. Nothing unusual about tonight. Are there any witnesses? Just her children. Oh, god damn it. Kuyuli, calm down. Oh, god damn it to hell. I'm gonna be disbarred. I can feel myself on the precipice of an anxiety attack. Pull back. I take a few deep breaths. It's fine. Apple will come visit us all in prison, probably. Do you regret it? And just stills and then tries to relax. It's not something her body is used to doing. I loved him once, or I wanted to love him. I see him in my children's faces. I don't feel anything right now. It's been months since I felt anything. I'm just a body moving through the world. It's not an answer to my question exactly, but I'm not sure there's a more truthful one. Getting late. Let me state the matter plainly. My inner lawyer emerges in moments of stress, useful in the courtroom, a bit words, my gosh, today. Stentorian in other circumstances, but what can you do? You want my help to cover up a murder. Do you really think it's justice for Ajita to go to prison? I mean, you could try to claim that he was gonna kill her. Like, it sounded like he made plans, but you could argue she could have got away. But the timing is... I mean, I don't think, I mean, to be honest, I don't, but like, it's not justice. But maybe she won't go to prison. I can just introduce her to a criminal lawyer, a specialist. They take on her case without charge. There's no right thing to do here, only bad or worse, and we've made our decision. We're getting her and her children out of the city tonight. If you're still willing to help us, take this note to Mercy. She organizes the sex workers at the migrant labor camp. I take a boat and then a rickshaw to the floodplain where the migrant labor camp sprawls. Mercy lives near the Bhagavati statue. I wake her up. But once she reads a note, her irritation vanishes. I know some girls who can take her in, out of state, best you don't know where. It isn't legal, what we're doing, but it's as close to justice as there is for her in this world. I'm not sure if I believe that. I'm not sure if I want to. But she says it is a truth, and I don't, in that moment, doubt her. Maybe that's enough. I was not expecting this side path when I came here. Holy crap. Oh my gosh, I was not expecting this. Oh, 10 trusts with the baby moles and 10 trusts with Mercy. Good morning, everyone. Ready for the new day? Yes. One of the washerwomen works in the house of an engineer in the harboring engineering department. Apparently, they're very frustrated with the magic man at the port. Thank you. Wait, when did I send her to 6 school children? God damn it. Turns out the little brats were poisoned. Some desperate fishermen sold contaminated fish to the schools. Toxic fish. Maybe we should take fish off the menu for a while. Tell saying things like that in front of Shinto. He can't handle the idea. Damn it, really? What the fuck? I don't even remember sending her on that one specifically. Nakatan's trust is at fucking -4. I don't know why this isn't working. I don't know what to... I have to do one of those and I don't know which. He can't do it. Try again. Capitalism ends tied to strategic violence is necessary. It's not even a card I have, that's hers. Which means I have to play it over here. How do I even... I don't know. Just put bullshit and prove it on all my fucking shit. Oh, it's not around for that, huh? I don't remember what his are at. I don't know, man. I can try. My heart's not in it for that right now is a problem. And I don't know what... I can't get that over there. Like... Somebody's already investigating her. Let me let that happen first. Then I guess I'll go back over here. I don't really have a choice. Text me if you need anything. Hello again, Amanakaton. Has capitalism fallen? Are all the billionaires in the world dead? No. Then why are you so chill for today? Just delighted to see your grouchy face. If you keep lying like that, your tongue will right out your mouth. Oh, I don't think so. If that were true, I would have happened a long time ago. Mystery oil tanker doesn't quite have the credibility to hit this home yet. Do I have any other rhetoric that can be used to boost it further? Okay. Oh my god. Are your ideals truly held, or do they just feed to or justify ego? Jesus Christ, his trust is crazy low. What do I do with that shit? I don't know why I'm wasting my time with you. With this case, it's an exercise in foolishness. I don't know who's the bigger fool, you and your naivety, or me knowing full better still dancing to your tune. That's mixed metaphor. You drive me into linguistics confusion. You are the embodiment of chaos and disorder, and you still haven't learned my filing system. Oh dear, this is a very bad idea. I feel suddenly anxious and out of place. Status anxiety. Have opponents in it. Double it. Give somebody an anxiety attack. Excited. Claydol. Oh no. Amanakaton leans forward and drops his voice to a conspiratorial whisper. This conversation never happened. Then he winks at me. Tap my finger against my nose. You doing? I'm communicating and understood your message. How confusing. Let's confine ourselves to verbal communication from now onwards. Now, I have a friend, a colleague. No, well, a friend. Both? she can get you into one of the tanneries upriver that discharges its effluent into the Pyr so you can see the grotesque polluting process in person. A friend, huh? I don't like what you're implying. Also, it's quite backwards to assume that any man and any woman who have a past acquaintance must be engaged in some sort of romantic relation. But are you, though? It's none of your business. But no, she is, as I said, a friend and colleague. The tannery owners would certainly stop you from going in if they knew who you were, so I suggest not telling them. Your friend's taking a risk. Yes, well, try and make it worth it. No fainting, puking, or crying. Aye, aye, Captain. Look, you can observe the functioning of government bureaucracy for decades without developing a healthy appreciation. You can't observe the functioning of government bureaucracy for decades without developing a healthy appreciation of its absurdity. Sometimes life must burst out of structures unfit to contain it. This is one of those times. Okay. Those guts of surrounding effects. Gain 5 guts for every one of those. Doubles guts effects of surrounding. Anxiety. Fishermen are dying. For the river. Alright, what bullshit are you gonna... Oh, he didn't have anything. Cheers. Each. I could get a lot of trust out of that. With what? Positive guts? So positive guts, positive guts. Positive guts. I mean, I could do that. Legal, river. Probably here. Chin chin. Okay. I mean, proven. Surely you can see what I'm saying. Suffering, wildlife. None of these are quite what I need. Because I got rid of that, but I need to raise legal pollution. I need something to raise that. He hasn't been... He's trying to help me, so he doesn't have any counters. I'm just trying to, like... Toxic fish. And there's history of oil spills. Yeah, okay. I'm feeling today's gonna be a good day. Okay, now you have me worried. Oh my gosh, she cannot... Oh no, that's not good. Oh geez, damn, honestly, it was too scary. Oh god, are you 12? The river god could sense my bad intentions. I don't want to be cursed. Please don't say anything, Joy. But science, rationality. Sometimes you really remind me of my father. Okay, moving on swiftly. Joy's phone pings. Didn't mind Instantus do almost simultaneously. Thank you, Google Alerts. Ribash Rai is doing a press conference about the oil spill. Could be a good time to try to talk to him. Exploit his vulnerability. I like that. I just meant we'll know where he POB. He's been pretty hard to track down. Embrace the dark arts, Shintu. We're fighting a battle against a corporate behemoth. We aren't going to get anywhere by playing fair. Apparently, he's engaged to the chairman's youngest daughter. Love makes you vulnerable. These people eat their own. They're not capable of real love. Shintu opens his mouth. If you say rich people are human beings one more time, I swear I'll scream. Settle down, you two. We're here to fight the system, not each other. Cringe. Sorry, boss. I'm not your... Oh, never mind. I'll catch the ferry to the port right now. Ugh. Just get the skull children, damn it. Alright, I think I'm going to try to do this part. And if that's not the end of the demo, I'm probably going to wrap it up close to there. But let's keep going. Do you have a rhetorical strategy for confronting Robbie? Try to connect with him. He's just a person after all. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Nobody climbs up that high up the corporate ladder without arbitraging their soul. Or just hitting him hard and fast. This choice will determine your opening hand against... I mean, with how my guts are right now... Yes, I think it'd be best to prepare for power games and verbal violence. I think it would be more disarming to approach him with genuineness. He probably doesn't get a lot of it in his position. Prepare for the worst and expect the worst because it's probably the worst. That's my motto. A threatening smile. Immediate. The opponent loses that and that for each point of trust. Interesting. I have a few strategies of my own I can use too. Objection. Immediate. Pick a valid denial from your deck. Period. Discard surrounding rhetoric, then vanish. Ooh. Text me if you need anything. That's a good one. Oh gosh, Rishab is giving a press conference about the fire. People are blaming the port expansion for the disaster. I wonder what narrative he's planning to spin. The only sign that Rishab is flustered by the cameras. Reporters and hurled accusations are a thin sheen of sweat on his hairline. Then again, it could just be the humidity. A few days ago, a segment of our beloved river was tragically engulfed in flame. Construction on the port expansion will be halted in solidarity with the people of Muzidis. Must all focus on recovering from this terrible tragedy together. Cleanup operation. Ugh. All our resources will be diverted to clean up and reconstruction. Resilience believes in this city. We are invested in good times and in the bad. Muzidi and Resilience will be the partners to the end. He smiles reassuringly, and the crowd begins to clap. My jaw clenches. I'll get this smarmy corporate fat cat out of my city if it's the last thing I do. Oh. I called it. This game is a tribute to all the lawyers, activists, and climate defenders who are fighting for a better future for all of us. We believe this is a game that needs to be made right now in this moment, and we are going to make this game, and we need your help to make it as badass as it can be. Your support on Kickstarter will give us resources and add even more weird and compelling characters to the game, more breathtaking environments, and even deeper and wilder stories, commission more music, and much more. Do you daydream about revenge on billionaires destroying our future? Then we need your help. Nice. I'm curious if their Kickstarter is still active right now because I did get a free key for this, and I got it somewhat recently. Oh, it just ended. It There's late pledge available. The Kickstarter just ended a couple days ago. What goals? They hit a lot of stretch. They missed a couple stretch goals. They hit a lot of stretch goals though. They made 70K. It's not bad. 1,270 backers. They got new character, People's Court story arc, River Goddess, romantic missions, and mayor election. More expressions for characters. That's gonna be fun. So yeah, I mean, I definitely checked it out. They got late pledges. Team Dad. Some of these pledges are crazy. Team Dad, the activist, the judge, the artist, the event. Oh, that's a character I didn't even see. The eco terrorist, and citizens of Muzidi, union leader, the oligarch. Oh my God, that's a 8. Huh? 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 Sorry, they have a 8. I mean, it's in euro. They have a $8,000, 8,000 euro euro tier that just says "We'll sue you," and I guess you get to design a card, private dev Q&A session, your name in the River Protector section of credits, personalized social media shout out, early beta access, digital art book, digital soundtrack, and of course the game. That is a crazy. But the main, I think the slowest tier is just the local legend. You get a digital copy of the game. It's 25 euro. Looks like it's about $30 USD. Yeah, this was interesting. I was starting to get the hang of it after a while. So I guess that was good timing on the demo being done though. Took me about, I technically did start like a good 25 minutes of it last stream before we had all those problems. That was about 2 hours. So I mean, maybe there's someone who's streaming this, but the odds are low. So let's go figure out who we're gonna raid out into. Please stick around for the raid, folks, as we figure out who we're raiding into. Who is streaming right now? A handful of people, but who do we want to stream it to? Let's see. Sir Rage has been popping up in stream recently. You know what? Let's go raid him, guys. Please stick around for the raid again. Like I said, we're gonna go raid Good Sir Rage, everyone's favorite processed pork product. He's playing some Final Fantasy 14 right now, and so if you're over with us over on the Purple app, get ready to go ahead and do that raid with us. And something has caused my hand. There we go. Something is causing my hand to freak out. And so there's that message for you if you're not a subscriber. And here comes the second one if you are a subscriber. And I think I found the culprit of the hand issue, and they realized that they were the culprit of the hand issue. But yeah, just thank you for joining this little short Jackalope stream. Sorry for the being AWOL. As you can see, before we had those tech issues, but again, we're gonna go ahead and raid Good Sir Rage. Go ahead and get that message ready, folks. We're gonna start that raid now. But until next time, this Cryptid's gonna go back and hide. Have a good one.